Happy morning, children. This is your Jyoti teacher. Children, today I am going to deal with grammar textbook, that is Unit 1, putting words together. So children, shall we start? Now children, see, I think you know what is a sentence. Children, a sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. It means in a sentence, a group of words will be there and they give the correct meaning of the sentence. We have learned that all sentences begin with a capital letter and end in a full stop. We know how to start a sentence. The starting letter of the sentence we should write using capital letter. And at the end of the sentence, usually we use full stop. And sometimes at the end of the sentence, we use exclamation mark. What is exclamation mark? Sometimes some sentences suddenly or surprisingly we use that. For that sentences at the end of the sentence, we use exclamation mark. And for some sentences, it means like questions end in a question mark. Sometimes when we ask questions, for that type of sentences, at the end of the sentence, we use question mark. Now children, I want to show you some pictures also. But children, the starting letter of the sentence should be capital letter. And at the end of the sentence, sometimes we use full stop or sometimes exclamation mark or sometimes question mark, as it is depends on the sentence. Now we see the pictures. See this picture, children? Here we are asking a question. Are you a carpenter? What is the question we are asking? Are you a carpenter? So because of that, at the end of the sentence, we are using question mark. Once again, are you a carpenter? We are asking a question. Now see children, next. In the next sentence, the dog is sleeping. The dog is sleeping. See, here at the end of the sentence, we have used full stop because it is a statement. The dog is sleeping. Now see the next sentence. What an old wizard. What an old wizard. Here see, wizard means a man who has magical powers. A man who has magical powers. That person will be called as wizard. Now see children, what an old wizard. So we are expressing something like surprise. So that's why we have used exclamation mark. Now children, in grammar textbook only, second page see, there some exercises are given. So children, shall we complete that exercises? See what is given, page number 2 heading. Rewrite the sentences using capital letters, full stops, question marks and exclamation marks. Here see what they asked. Some sentences they have given and asked to use capital letters, full stops, question marks and exclamation marks. Now children, here some exercises are there. Now we do it. First we see some sentences. See here 5 sentences. That is page number 2 in your grammar book. Open children and see. First one see. What is given? What a pleasant surprise. First one is given. What a pleasant surprise. Second one see. The nurse gave the patient some medicine. The nurse gave the patient some medicine. Third one see. Are you waiting for the bus? Are you waiting for the bus? And the fourth one. My mother is planting a lily. My mother is planting a lily. And the fifth one, when is your father returning from his trip? When is your father returning from his trip? These sentences are given. First we see these 5 only. But children, how to write now? See, they did not use any capitals, full stop, question marks and exclamation marks. But now how to write we see? See the first one, children, what a pleasant surprise. But how to read? What a pleasant surprise. Once again, what a pleasant surprise. Here something which is very surprise to us, sudden feeling. So that's why at the end of the sentence, we should use exclamation mark. And starting of the sentence, the starting letter should be capital. So answer is C. Starting letter W should be capital. And after completing the sentence, exclamation mark should be used. Why? Because it's a sudden feeling, surprise. What a pleasant surprise. Now see second one. The nurse gave the patient some medicine. So here, the starting of the letter means sentence should be capital. That is, T should be capital. And at the end of the sentence, we should use full stop. So answer, the nurse gave the patient some medicine. Now see the third one. Are you waiting for the bus? But here see, we are asking like no. So that's why how to write? Are you waiting for the bus? Are you waiting for the bus? So we are asking a question mark. So that's why at the end of the sentence should be question mark. But starting of the sentence, the starting letter A should be capital. So, are you waiting for the bus? Starting letter should be capital, A should be capital, and ending there should be a question mark. Now children, we see the fourth and fifth. Now fourth one is, my mother is planting a lily. It's a statement. Statements means which ends with full stop. So starting of the letter M should be capital. My mother is planting a lily. At the end of the sentence, full stop. Now see the fifth one. When is your father returning from his trip? When is your father returning from his trip? I think here we are asking a question. So that's why it should be, see, when is your father returning from his trip? We are asking a question. So starting letter W should be capital, as it is a question type of sentence. At the end of the sentence, we should use question mark. Now children, from 6th to 10th questions we see now. It means some exercises, the remaining. Now see 6. The plumber fixed the leaking tap. The plumber fixed the leaking tap. 7th one, why is the baby crying? Why is the baby crying? 8th one, how pretty the girls look. How pretty the girls look. 9th one, there is no life on the moon. There is no life on the moon. 10th one, the ugly toad turned into a prince. The ugly toad turned into a prince. So now children, we see the exercises along with answers. Children, by looking these answers, complete in your grammar book. That is page number 2. Now see the 6th one, how to write. The plumber fixed the leaking tap. Plumber means the person who repairs the taps. The person who repairs the tap. So, the starting letter should be capital and at the end of the sentence should be full stop. Now, 7th one, why is the baby crying? So, here we are asking a question. Why is the baby crying? We are asking no. So, starting letter should be capital. At the end of the sentence, we should use question mark. And now see the 8th one. How pretty the girls look. How pretty the girls look. But how to pronounce? How pretty the girls look. How pretty the girls look. It's an exclamation mark. Why? Because we are suddenly a feeling comes that they are very pretty. So that's why starting letter should be capital and at the end of the sentence exclamation mark. Now children, we see the 9th and 10th. What is the 9th one? There is no life on the moon. But how to read? There is no life on the moon? There is no life on the moon? Sudden surprise. We are feeling that nothing is there on the moon. So that's why starting letter should be capital and at the end of the sentence exclamation mark. Now 10th one, the ugly toad turned into a prince. So this is a statement. It means at the end of the sentence we should use full stop. So the starting of the letter should be capital T and at the end of the sentence we use full stop. So the ugly toad turned into a prince. Understood children? These are the exercises from the page 2. Now children, we see the subject and predicate. So now I tell you what is subject and what is predicate. That is there in grammar textbook page 1. Now I tell you, the subject of a sentence is the person or thing spoken about. Here once again, the subject of a sentence is the person or thing spoken about. Subject means whether we are talking about a person or thing. If we are talking about a person or thing, that comes under subject. If you are talking about a person or thing, that comes under subject. And predicate. The predicate is what is said about the person or thing. The predicate is what is said about the person or thing means, so what is the subject or person they are doing and what we are talking about the person or thing. What we are talking about the person or thing, that comes under predicate. So now subject means a person or thing we are talking about, and what is said about the person or thing comes under predicate. Now children, some exercises or some examples. The monkey is sitting on the branch of a tree. Here we are talking about monkey. So monkey is subject. And what it is doing is sitting on the branch of a tree. That comes under predicate. Now see next. My brother is sleeping on the bed. We are talking about my brother. So my brother is subject. Is sleeping on the bed. Why? Because he is sleeping on the bed. We are talking about the brother. He is sleeping on the bed. So is sleeping on the bed comes under predicate. Now see this. Naina is posting a letter. Naina is posting a letter. We are talking about Naina. So Naina comes under subject. What is she doing? And what we are talking about that girl is posting a letter. It comes under predicate. Now see another example. Mrs. Rao is teaching the class. Mrs. Rao is teaching the class. We are talking about Mrs. Rao. So Mrs. Rao is subject. And what we are talking about Mrs. Rao is teaching the class. So is teaching the class comes under predicate. Now children, got it? Now children, we do some exercises which were given in page number 3. B exercises which were given in page number 3 grammar book. See what is the heading? Underline the subject in red and the predicate in blue in the sentences given below. So what is subject that should be underlined with red line, and what is predicate that should be underlined with blue line? Now first one, see, the rain washed away the sand. The rain washed away the sand. We are talking about the rain. So the rain is subject and wash away the sand is predicate. Next one, see, monkeys have long tails. Monkeys have long tails. So we are talking about monkeys. So monkeys comes under subject and have long tails is the predicate. Now third one, see, the house is old and smelly. The house is old and smelly. Here the house comes under subject. The house comes under subject. Is old and smelly comes under predicate. Now see the fourth one, children. The film was a big hit. The film was a big hit. Here we are talking about the film. So the film is subject, was a big hit is predicate. Here children, whatever the red line we have underlined, that word is subject, and the blue line underlined, that is predicate. Now fifth one, Ajay climbed the tree easily. Ajay climbed the tree easily. Ajay comes under subject. Why? Because we are talking about Ajay. And the remaining climbed the tree easily comes under predicate. Now see the sixth one. Monica likes to eat chocolate. Monica likes to eat chocolate. We are talking about Monica. So Monica comes under subject and likes to eat chocolate comes under predicate. Now see the seventh one. Jia is fond of dancing. Jia is fond of dancing. So we are talking about Jia. So Jia comes under subject. So that is underlined, see, red line, Jia. And is fond of dancing underlined with blue line. That is predicate. Eighth one. My shoes are not very comfortable. My shoes are not very comfortable. Here we are talking about my shoes. So my shoes comes under subject. So we have underlined by using red line. Are not very comfortable, we have used blue line, that is predicate. Now understood children? Now children, in your grammar book only, go to page number D. Page number 4, go to page number 4, that is exercise D. Match the subject to the predicate and write the complete sentence. Here see, they have given some subject and predicate and asked to match it, which is the correct subject and suitable predicate, we have to match it. So after that, matching each and every subject and predicate, we have to combine the sentences and we have to write. Now here see children, first one, subjects, the cat, Mrs. Iyer, plants, water. Still some subjects are there, they are in next page children. First we see the cat, Mrs. Iyer, plants, water. And some predicates are there, see. A, what is given? Is Lata's mother. B, make a plant look pretty. C, drank up the spilt milk. Overflowing milk. Spilt is nothing but overflowing. And D, can sting very hard. Can sting very hard. And now we see next one. Fifth one, honesty. Fifth one, honesty. Sixth one, bees. Sixth one, bees. Seventh one, floss. Seventh one, floss. Eighth one, my grandmother. Eighth one, my grandmother. Some predicates are here, see. E, help to keep the air clean. Help to keep the air clean. And F is needed to stay alive. F is needed to stay alive. And G, loves to knit. G, loves to knit. H is the best policy. H is the best policy. Now children, once again we see the cat. What is the correct predicate for it? The cat drank up the spilt milk. So C is the answer for first one. The cat drank up the spilt milk. Now second one, see Mrs. Iyer. What is the suitable predicate? Is Lata's mother. So that is the answer A. Mrs. Iyer is Lata's mother. And now third one, see plants. What is the correct answer for plants? That is here, see E. What is the answer? Plants help to keep the air clean. Plants help to keep the air clean. Now see the fourth one. Water. Water, what is the correct predicate? Here see F. What is F here? Is needed to stay alive. So water is needed to stay alive. Now fifth one, see honesty. Honesty, what is the suitable predicate? H. Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. And the sixth one, see bees. For bees here see D. Bees can sting very hard. I think you know honeybees or whatever, they sting us very hard. Bees can sting very hard. Now see here, seventh one, what is given? Flowers. But for flowers, what is the correct answer? See, predicate, make a plant look pretty. Flowers make a plant look pretty. Now, eighth one is my grandmother. My grandmother. What is the suitable predicate? G. Loves to knit. My grandmother loves to knit. Now children, in the same page number 4, there some lines are given. It means you have to combine the subject and predicate right in that blanks. Now see first one. The cat drank up the spilt milk. Spilt milk means overflowing. From a bowl, overflowing milk. Whatever overflowed from the bowl and fell on the floor. The cat drank up the spilt milk. Next, Mrs. Iyer is Lata's mother. Mrs. Iyer is Lata's mother. And the third one, plants help to keep the air clean. Plants help to keep the air clean. Next, fourth one, water is needed to stay alive. Water is needed to stay alive. Now see the fifth one. Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. Now sixth one. Bees can sting very hard. Bees can sting very hard. The seventh one. Flowers make a plant look pretty. Flowers make a plant look pretty. Eighth one. That is the last one. My grandmother loves to knit. My grandmother loves to knit. Children, take time and complete this in your grammar textbook. That is from page 2 to 4. It means 2, 3, 4 pages. By watching this video 2 or 3 times, take the help of your parents and you can complete it. Got it, children? In the next class, we can go for any other lesson. Okay, children? So complete it, but watch this video 2-3 times. Try to understand. And by watching this video, you can complete in your grammar textbook. Thank you, children.